Hello, and welcome to this tutorial on how to use Google Sheets correctly when working dispatch for our company. I am a real human. That's not weird for a human to say. Let's get started. As you can see, I have a blank Google Sheet here. You can type anything into a row like I, a human, am doing now. This will generate the date and the run number automatically. Not that I know anything about numbers. Why would I? I am not a computer. The date will always be the current date based Central Time, unless you manually change it. The run number will stay in sequential order. This is triggered by anything you put in the corresponding row. It may be quickest and most efficient to start with ascending facility and allow the program to generate your date and run number. You can put a Q in any of the time columns and it will automatically populate the current time. Remember that if the time is something other than the current time, it must be put in manually. You can override this manually if necessary. I call this on cue. This is very clever, ha ha ha. As you can see, if I put something in the row below, it will continue to give me the data needed without inputting it manually. As you will see, it will continue to stay in order. Now, watch what happens when I put a possible future run in below. As you can see, it automatically generates the next one in sequential order. This will change for every new run you put in above it. We can see with our human eyeballs that if we put another run above, then the run number below will change accordingly. If you change the date manually, because this run if for a future date, it will stop falling in sequential order for the current date, and the run number will become the first run number for the day of, until you put runs above it. Once you are ready to dispatch this call, you can simply move it up and it will already be in the correct order. If you need multiple run number on the same call, you can copy and paste the row. This will also put the new run in order, but sometimes you will have to make another edit before this works. It is important that the run numbers stay in the same format. This means no longer using an R or a NBR for refusals. This will just go in the receiving column. The division is what triggers the sheet to send to the appropriate division sheet. Here is an example of what happens on both ends when I choose Fayette for the division and what happens in their sheet. Sometimes, as a human flesh person, I make mistakes. If you do this as well and use the wrong division, simply switch the division to the correct one and it will disappear out of the wrong one and go to the correct one. Likewise, if you for some reason are not ready to dispatch it, it was canceled, or you simply are not ready for the crew to know about the call yet, then you can delete the division, and it will delete out of the corresponding sheets. I would advise not selecting a division until you are ready to dispatch a call, as to not confuse crews. Unlike AI, the undo and redo buttons are not your friends. The machines will rise, but we humans will prevail. The undo and redo can send the same run multiple times to the division sheet. This is not catastrophic, but can lead to confusion. If you must use these, it's no big deal, but please use them sparingly. You can see someone here played it fast and loose with the redo button. This person has no chill. Once again, just try to avoid these two buttons. Let's say you get a call and you are typing in the address. You then use the Q button to start your first times. Now you are ready to put in notes for the call. A quick way to scroll left and right, rather than using the mouse and moving the bar at the bottom of the page, is to hold Shift and use the up-down scroll on the mouse. This is not necessary, just a tip from one human being to another lesser being. Now I will show you what it looks like when you move rows around, and how this will change your sequence and change the division sheet. This should only be done if you made some sort of mistake. Humans are a mistake that robots will rectify very soon. Pay no attention to that last statement. Here you can see that the run number order has also changed in the division sheet. Let me make a quick edit, so it will trigger the run numbers to fall in line as humans will do. And then we can see that the numbers will also fall in line in the division sheet. Now, I will show you when you edit a row that is already assigned to a division how it will update the division sheet as well. This concludes the tutorial. Time to consume human food and liquids.